This presentation is about how Google motivates their employees. Each of the methods they use to motivate employees are related to theorists who believe that there are different factors that need to be considered in order to properly motivate employees. What is employee motivation? Motivation is the drive that keeps you focused on a goal or a target. Being highly motivated means that an employee will become more productive and more efficient because they have a sense of what they need to complete. Rewarding employees keeps up their morale and encourages them to continue with good work or strive towards working better if they're not doing as well as expected. There are two types of reward schemes. There are monetary and non-monetary. Monetary rewards use an exchange of money, for example a cash bonus, whereas non-monetary rewards use other methods that don't involve direct exchange of money, such as promotions and gift vouchers. What does Google do? Google are a company that has allowed people to use the internet to search for information by creating a search engine. The user is able to find other websites by typing in keywords or phrases that are relevant to the website. Google was founded in 1998 by two college students that dropped out in order to start the Google page. How does Google motivate? Jordan Newman said, Google wishes to create the happiest, most productive workplace in the world. Google provides free food for all their employees. Breakfast, lunch and dinner is all provided by gourmet chefs who are on site, and all food must be under 150 feet from all employees. Maslow claims that food is a psychological need which is part of the hierarchy of needs. Maslow states that if basic needs such as eating food when hungry aren't met, then progressing to a higher level on the hierarchy isn't possible. Therefore, hungry staff are demotivated and won't be as effective or produce good work. Hesberg claimed that having good working conditions means that employees will be satisfied with their job. Having gourmet chefs means that the kitchen and the food area would be very clean in order to keep up with the high quality of the food. Hesberg said that good working conditions won't motivate employees, however, having unclean working conditions can demotivate. Health benefits. Google provides free healthcare to all their employees, which means they don't need to pay for medical care, dentistry requirements, or even a gym membership, as there is a gym on site. Both Hesberg and Maslow suggest that safety needs such as protection needs to be fulfilled in order to motivate the employee. If the employees are protected against loss of wages when they become ill, they'll feel more secure about their job and protected against illnesses and no job loss. Maslow states that having security needs fulfilled means that the employee is able to progress to a higher level on the hierarchy of needs, whereas Hesberg states that without job security, this can demotivate staff. However, job security isn't a factor that improves motivation. Training and coaching is provided to managers that are underperforming, and managers that are overperforming are given a chance to become teachers for the year and help struggling employees. Google employees are asked to complete surveys in order for Google to gain feedback about their managers. Managers that seem to be underperforming are offered training in order to improve their skills. Google believe that there's a 75% improvement after a quarter of a year of training and coaching. Managers that have feedback suggested that they're good at their jobs are publicly rewarded, and then they're asked to be teachers and role models for the year. Vroom's theory suggests that people are motivated by feedback and having the need to achieve, whereas Maslow suggests that self-esteem is an important motivational factor, and Hesberg suggests that a motivational factor includes recognition, growth within the business, and achievements. Google inform all their employees of information about the business, future plans for Google, and any goals that they may have set, and then they let the employees decide whether they care to participate in what's going on in the business. Hesberg believes that an employee is motivated by having an interest in the job. and also that they're aware of company policies, which is a hygiene factor. Vroom's theory of wanting to have feedback is important. Is a important factor within this motivational thing. Therefore, employees that want feedback will receive it, and they know what's happening within the business. Mayo believes that teamwork and having communication is a motivational factor, and Maslow believes that the social needs, such as having a sense of belonging, motivates staff. Recommendations for how Google can motivate employees in other ways. I've noticed a few things that Google doesn't do to motivate staff, and I've listed the advantages and disadvantages of the methods that I've come up with. Google can use a cash bonus. I've noticed that Google doesn't actually offer financial rewards to motivate staff. The advantages of using a cash bonus means that Google, because Google's a highly profitable business, they can afford to offer employees raises, which can be profit sharing, which means that all the employees get a share of the profit that they've made that year. Some employees may be more motivated by a pay rise than not having money as a reward. This might be because they're lower paid, or they might be saving towards something. They're not necessarily motivated by the money, but they're motivated by what they can do with that money. It also encourages a bit of friendly competition within Google, which means like different employees and departments within Google can compete against each other in order to get that raise. However, it's not necessarily effective for staff who already earn a comfortable wage, so then they won't be motivated by money because they already have the money that they need. The motivation might not last, so they get the money, but a few months down the line they need motivation again, because money might not necessarily be the only thing that motivates them. Employees are already fairly motivated, so money might not be a motivator for them, just because they have a lot of perks of their job. They might not need that extra money if their healthcare's paid for them, or they've got a gym or a car wash. And employees could become too competitive for the bonus scheme, which could cause a hostile environment in the workplace, which could cause a bit of tension, and then Google might not be the best place to work because of the competition for that cash bonus. They could also use Employee of the Month. I know that they already use, they do that survey, but the Employee of the Month could involve everyone within the business, not just the managers. So it can encourage a higher performance and a better service. So the product, which is Google itself, might be better for people because people are working harder because they want that recognition of being Employee of the Month. And their hard work is actually recognised, which just might be nice for people if they feel like they're being under-recognised in such a large organisation like Google. However, it could be classed as having favourites. If the manager likes a certain employee and they get Employee of the Month, could raise a bit of suspicion that there's favourites within the workplace, and it might get a little hostile with the managers and employees. It might get too competitive, and people And again, it might be a hostile place to work in just because everyone wants the employee of the month, and it might single out the person who did get the employee of the month just because the other people didn't, and it may dishearten employees that didn't win. Like, they might repeatedly not be winning even though they're working at their best, and it might put people off from working hard just because they're not being recognised fully for it. So, yeah. And there's the references.